All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekah, Quadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles and teachers and wise men, a great millstone that I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Salutations out there to the elect. All right, I want to do a quick lesson going into this video. And as you can see, it shows you how terrible the Lord can be. So before I play the video, let's start right here with this scripture. Well, let's get a few scriptures about how terrible the Lord can be. All right, this is Psalms 66:5. It says, "Come and see the works of the Lord." You see, it says, "Come and see the works of God." It says He is terrible in His doing towards the children of man. And when you watch this video, you're going to see how terrible the Lord can be. All right, let's read another scripture. Let's see. This is Psalms 76:12. It says, "He shall cut off the spirit of princes. He is terrible to the kings of the earth." Yes, he is. If you read the scriptures, you will understand what he did to Nebuchadnezzar, which was a king, and to other kings, and to other wicked kings of the earth. Especially to our people, especially to his people. You see, especially to the Lord's, chosen people. All right, let's see. Let's play the video, give you an example of how terrible the Lord can be. There's no respect of persons in judgment, and that's what it all goes back to when the Lord does stuff like this. It goes back to judgment. All right, let's play the video.
Abby and Brittany Hensel's anatomy is a remarkable blend of shared and individual organs and tissues. The twins each have their own distinct upper body systems. Abby and Brittany have 2 heads, 2 brains, 2 spinal cords, and 2 hearts, which are part of a shared circulatory system. Each heart pumps blood through the same system, meaning the actions of one can directly affect the other. Despite sharing blood circulation, their individual brains and spinal cords function independently from each other, coordinating movements for their respective sides of the body. Abby and Brittany each control the arm on their respective side. Abby manages the right arm, while Brittany controls the left. This division of control extends to their legs as well, with Abby controlling the right leg and Brittany controlling the left. Despite this division, their movements are highly coordinated. For activities requiring both arms, such as holding objects, typing on a keyboard, or steering a car, they rely on constant cooperation and communication. They are able to perform these tasks smoothly thanks to the remarkable synchronization between their 2 brains and nervous systems. Their skeletal systems include 2 separate spines that join at the pelvis, maintaining their independent neurological functions. Each twin also has 2 lungs, making for a total of 4. While their medial lungs are fused to some degree, the outer lungs operate independently. Abby and Brittany have 2 stomachs, allowing each twin to digest foods separately. Their sense of hunger or satiety is unique to each twin, as the brains controlling the stomachs are independent. Abby and Brittany each have their own esophagus, which leads to their respective stomachs. This is part of their distinct upper digestive systems. Since they each control one side of their body and have separate stomachs, the food each twin swallows travels down her own esophagus and into her own stomach, ensuring that their digestive systems function independently in the upper body. Although Abby and Brittany each control their own side of the body, they experience stomach pain differently. When one twin has stomach pain, the discomfort is felt on the opposite side of the shared body. The twins share one liver, though it is slightly elongated and enlarged to meet the needs of both bodies. They have a single small intestine, which splits into 2 spastic peristalsis patterns to accommodate their dual physiology. Similarly, they share one large intestine, one bladder, and one set of reproductive organs. Their shared pelvis houses these lower organs and is slightly broader than average to accommodate both individuals. In terms of kidneys, the twins have a total of 3. Abby has one on her side, while Brittany has 2. This is a unique adaptation that allows for efficient filtration and waste removal, despite the shared urinary system. Their gallbladders are also individual, with 2 present, aiding in bile storage for digestion. Their skeletal system includes 1 rib cage, but it is widened and contains traces of fused and separate ribs to support both upper bodies. The surgical removal of the rudimentary 3rd arm at birth left behind an additional shoulder blade. Reproductive and urinary anatomy is fully shared. They have 1 uterus, 1 birth canal, and 1 urethra. These organs function to serve the needs of both twins, though their control over these systems is shared and likely cooperative. Overall, Abby and Brittany's unique anatomy can be summarized as follows. 2 heads.
Yes, it is unique. And the Lord, does this as part of his judgments. You see, let's get another scripture. All right. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, "See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me." It says, "I kill, I make alive, I wound." That's what he did to this person. That's why they're formed that way. The Lord wounded that person from birth. It says, "And I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." You see? So the Lord wounded this young lady to where she has to go and live like this. Or she had to live as 2 individuals, you see? This is judgment from the Lord. The Lord can be very terrible. So fearful. Let's get this scripture. Let's see. All right, Hebrews 10 and 31, it says, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power." And you see, those 2 ladies, which are now 1, fell into the hands of the living power, whose name is Yahweh. You see? Let's see. All right. I'm looking for another scripture. Let's see if I can find another scripture. Let's see. Salakia, bear with me. All right. This is Psalms 145 and 6. It says, "And man shall speak of thy might, of the might of thy terrible acts." You see? And this is what's happening. Salakia, this is what's happening in this video. They're speaking of the mighty acts, the terrible acts of the Lord. You see? They're speaking of the Lord's might. Speaking of the might of the Lord's terrible acts, you see? It says, "And I will declare thy greatness," you see? So the people who trust in the Lord will declare of his greatness, you see? Well, the Lord can be very terrible. Let's finish the video, then I'll end the lesson. Salakia. All right.
2 spines merging at the coccyx, 2 brains and spinal cords, 2 hearts, 1 circulatory system, 4 lungs, 2 partially fused, 2 stomachs, 2 gallbladders, 3 kidneys, 1 liver, 1 small intestine, 1 large intestine, 1 pelvis, 1 bladder, 1 set of reproductive organs, 2 arms and 2 legs. Despite their unique anatomy, Abby and Brittany have defied the odds. living full, active lives through cooperation and extraordinary coordination. Their story remains a testament to the adaptability of the human body and the resilience of the human spirit.
And is an example of the judgment of the Lord. All right. I'll end the lesson here. All praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. All right. Shalom.